Hey, what up everybody? This is Steve Breach coming to you here today talking about the induction of the Godfather into the WWE Hall of Fame, which will be going down at Wrestlemania 32. We're at this point now where a lot of guys from the Attitude Era are going to be going into the Hall of Fame. I got nothing against the Godfather, Papa Shango, Kama, and any other gimmicks that he might have wrestled under that I might have forgotten about. He was a member of the Nation of Domination, which sort of turned him from Kama into the Godfather. And, he was popular during a very popular time in wrestling. But he also wrestled during a time in wrestling that was really glorified as the Attitude Era. It's one of the best times to watch professional wrestling, and I think it's one of the best times to watch professional wrestling because if WWE Raw had some shit on there, you change channel and you watch Nitro, and if Nitro was bad, you change channel back to Monday Night Raw, and you found something that you were more interested than what was going on the other channel. How many times would you want to change the channel watching Monday Night Raw now these days? Now, Godfather, when he came out, he was part of the time when WWE was being really smart to get guys over. They used things in their introduction, which they do not do anymore with guys where you had hello ladies, or you had whoo train, or a lot of guys had stuff like this, and they were just mid-card guys that if they wrestled today and they didn't have that interaction when they came out of everybody wanting to cheer for these guys, they'd just be Wade Barrett and Sheamus, and Sheamus at least he's been world champ, but I mean Rusev, guys like that, just sort of guys on the card, and you wouldn't really want to give a damn, but because you got to be a part of the show for that 5, 15, 20 seconds, it meant something to you. Now, I don't want this video just to be straight up knocking everything about it, but I said last year that basically when Rikishi was named to go into the Hall of Fame, that's when I threw the towel in and basically said, I'm done with the Hall of Fame. I was fine with Coco Beware going in. I was fine with the WrestleMania 26 class, which was headlined by Ted DiBiase. Every year you're probably going to get one big name going in. This year will probably be Sting. Next year will probably be Daniel Bryan. Maybe the year after that would be Undertaker. And then you got Rock, Triple H, and, some big names to go in from here on out. You keep doing names one by one by one. And then just having mid-card guys go out there. You put one tag team, you put one guy from the Attitude Era, put one, women's wrestler in there. And that'll be fine. It'll be what it's going to be. But to me, I don't know, man. Maybe I had more respect for the WWE Hall of Fame than they did. I keep on saying that I'm going to try and make this respectful to the Godfather. I actually got my flight to WrestleMania 30. I met the Godfather in the airport. I was sitting there waiting to get on my plane, and he was in the bar having a drink with one of his ladies. He's traveling with the 2 ladies, guys. This guy lives the gimmick. And I just had to. I walked into the bar and I said, look, man, I'm on my way to WrestleMania. I'm sure that's where you're going right now. We were flying from Vegas to New Orleans. And I just said, I just want to know if it would be cool if I got a picture with you to start off my, WrestleMania weekend. I'm ready to have a ton of fun. And he said, yeah, sure, brother. We snapped the picture. And then we ended up getting on the same flight, which was through Southwest, to New Orleans, and he ended up sitting in the seat in front of me, and that was awesome. That was a fun ass way to start off my WrestleMania weekend, and I've also got the chance to meet him. I believe it was actually only about a month later at the local wrestling show. They do what's it called? Shit, they haven't done it in a while. It's the same name as that video game from back in the days. WrestleCade? No, that doesn't make sense. But, at BTW, we'd go over there, and I got a chance to meet the Godfather and get a picture with him as the Godfather, and then he ended up, going and changing after about an hour, and he came out as Papa Shango, and that was a really kick-ass, cool gimmick from back in the day, man. From my childhood, as far as gimmicks go, that's probably one of the best gimmicks that I've seen in my childhood that just really, I knew wrestling was, it was what it was, but there were certain things that I believed in, and I believed in Papa Shango. The feud he had where he made, the sort of tar run down Mean Gene Okerlund's arms under his jacket, and he didn't know what the hell was going on when he made it Ultimate Warrior throw up. That was kick-ass cool stuff. And, you know, I watched WrestleMania 8 the other day. I made a review on it here on the channel, and I sort of forgot how much you know, a lot of the blame was put on Papa Shango for screwing that up. But you know, there were stories coming out that he was going to leave the WWF, and he was going to jump ship to go to WCW, and he was going to be like the 4th or 5th member of the NWO. But they ended up signing Virgil at a cheaper price, and you know, that's probably better for him. He ended up being a part of the Nation of Domination, and you know, really getting the career off going. I'm sure he made a good amount of money wrestling as the Godfather. He was, I want to think that he was in WWF until at least 2002. I know he was in the 2002 Rumble. 2003, I say somewhere 2002, 2003 is when he probably threw in the towel. And I think the last time we saw him is at the 2013 Royal Rumble. You know, whenever they're in Vegas, if it's a Monday Night Raw taping, they normally bring him out. You know, they brought him out for that Rumble because he was in Phoenix and it was close, and he always gets a good pop every time he comes out. If you watch the 2002 Royal Rumble, that guy comes out to the ring and he ends up getting eliminated from the match very fast, and the girls aren't even done coming out of the back. He just jumps right back on the Ho train, and they just hightail it out of there, and it's good times. I mean, this guy was over. There's no doubt about it. I mean, he made guys get out of their seats, and, you know, wrestled in short matches, and it worked. Cool dude, really cool dude. But to me, to be the second name in your Hall of Fame class, kind of weak.